Srimati Sudha Raghunathan, Carnatic musician and Padma Bhushan recipient, writes, Dushyanth's rich experience in pravachanas is evident as he sketches a beautiful imagery of pivotal sequences of this grand epic in this book, which is definitely a collector's delight. Well, we do have a surprise for our readers. Even as we are releasing the book, it is already topping the charts and creating a wave. How many in the audience have already bought the book?
Well, if you haven't, this is the right time to grab your copy. As always, Dushyanth has come up with a very interesting challenge for the readers. At the end of 1 year, Deshikadaya, in collaboration with TCS, will have an online multiple choice quiz with plenty of exciting prizes to be won. It's called as the Rāmāyaṇa Pariksha. To register, log into deshikadaya.org/Rāmāyaṇa Pariksha. The first prize winner gets 25,000. Second prize winner gets 15,000. Third prize winner gets 10,000. Once you buy the book, you can qualify for the quiz. The quiz is open to people of all ages across all countries and can be taken in the comfort of your home. Even as we are talking to a 900+ audience, we are live across our YouTube channel and being viewed by several people across the world.
Today's evening would not have been so beautiful without well-wishers like all of you who have gathered here today for the book release. Team Desikadaya wishes to thank each Rasika in the auditorium. Dushyanth wishes to thank a few patrons who deserve a special mention. Srimati Daya and Shri Sridhar from Mumbai, Srimati Kritika and Shri Rajesh from Maryland, Srimati Nimmi and Shri Shrikant from Dallas, Srimati Radhika and Shri Sheshadri from Sacramento, Shri Naresh Murali from San Jose in memory of Kandala Murali. We are grateful to the authorities of Narada Gana Sabha for this beautiful auditorium and the staff for their support. We also wish to thank the volunteers and the young Shishyas of Desikadaya Trust for all their efforts to ensure a seamless event.
We would like to acknowledge the presence of Shri Ananta Padmanabhan, CEO of HarperCollins, in the audience. A special thanks to HarperCollins above all for having found merit and taking the book to readers across the globe. As the curtain raises, we extend a very warm welcome to all the guests who have gathered to grace the occasion today. A common thread that binds all the invitees from different walks of life is their deep appreciation for our Mathrubhumi and its well-being. Now request Anahita and Apurva to render the national song Vande Mataram, composed in the year 1870 by Shri Bankim Chandra Chatterjee to Rag Desh. We now request the audience to kindly rise.
श्यामलां मातरं वन्दे मातरं शुभ्रज्योत्स्ना पुलकितयामिनीं हुल्लकुसुमितद्रुमदलशोभिनीं वन्दे मातरम्।
Thank you, Anahita and Apurva, for that soulful rendition in Sanskritam. At this moment, we would like to call upon the 5 distinguished persons who have been strong pillars of support to bring this book to reality. 92,000 words, 108 chapters, 120 illustrations, countless hours. Book 1, here we are.
I'm now delighted to call upon stage the editor of our book, Srimati Lata Rengachari, who has come all the way from Nairobi. She holds a PhD in post-colonial expatriate women, serves as an editorial consultant with the United Nations, a distinguished member of the editorial boards of various academic journals, teacher, and a skilled translator. Her most recent accomplishment is the translation of Tirupavai into English. Additionally, she has collaborated with Sri Dushyanth on several projects. Srimati Lata Rengachari has played a crucial role in editing and reviewing our book. May I request Srimati Ranjini to honor our wonderful editor, Srimati Lata Rengachari. Thank you, ma'am. We would now like to call on stage Srimati Upasana Govindarajan. Srimati Upasana's creative journey is deeply rooted in Indic wisdom with a strong emphasis on temple and devotional music. She is a brilliant digital artist and a creative storyteller based in Boston. Srimati Upasana has played a pivotal role and she has illustrated over 60 pieces for the book Rāmāyaṇam Part 1, featuring pencil sketches of artifacts found across various museums and Bharatiya temples. These illustrations depict characters from the great Itihasa, the Rāmāyaṇam. We would now like to request Dr. Anand Ranganathan to felicitate this amazing artist. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Srimati Jayashree Saranathan is a renowned researcher, author, speaker, and writer. With a PhD in astrology, she specializes in dating historical events such as the Mahabharata and the Rāmāyaṇam. She excels in connecting the missing links in ancient texts and interpreting them. Her extensive research and writings of Hindu epics, prehistory, Tamil Sangam literature, and astrometeorology have resulted in the authorship of 12 books. Notably, Srimati Jayashree's vital contribution towards our book involves determining probable dates along with the nakshatra, tithi, and paksha of significant events using software, which she corroborates with evidence found in the Ramayana. We now call upon Sri Rangaraj Pandey to honor her brilliant work. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
We now wish to invite on stage a dear friend who has had over 19 collaborations with Sri Dushyanth across various artistic medium. A distinguished illustrator, classic cartoonist, and now the mastermind behind the spiritual painting series, Krishna for Today. To this august audience, Sri Keshav. His contribution towards our book include 60 illustrations that summarize the main events of each chapter in our book. Additionally, Sri Keshav has designed the beautiful front and back cover of the book, further enhancing the visual and spiritual appeal of our book. Thank you, sir, for being a huge part of our project. I now request Sri Gurumurthy to honor Sri Keshav. We would now like to invite Sri T.S. Krishnan, a historian and author with extensive research on Tamil inscriptions. His work spans the great dynasties of Vijayanagara, Gupta, Chola, providing deep insights into the battles and impacts of history. With reference to our book, Sri T.S. Krishnan has played a crucial role in authenticating historical details through stone and copper plate inscriptions, specifically those related to the Rāmāyaṇam, extending over 2,000 years. His efforts in this field have been invaluable to our book. Sir, we are truly privileged to have you here with us today. May we call upon the musical duo, Srimati Ranjini and Srimati Gayatri, to kindly do the honors.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. At this juncture, Desikadaya Trust would like to honor the galaxy of guests who have graced the occasion. We will be honoring the guests with a gift hamper specially curated by Sri Dushyanth for the occasion. The gift hamper maps Sri Rama's entire journey through India. The Kalamkari bags from Andhra mark Rama's visit to Lepakshi. A brass artifact from Uttar Pradesh celebrates the home state of Sri Rama. Varli art from Maharashtra marks his visit to Nashik on the banks of the Godavari. Sandalwood, or Srigandha as it is called in Karnataka, to mark his visit to Kishkinda. And Tanjore painting from Tamil Nadu to mark Sri Rama's journey through Tamil Nadu. On this auspicious occasion, we are blessed to receive prasadam from Tirupati Devasthanams. This has been specially arranged by Sri Gokula Krishnan from 9 Stars Entertainment. We would now like to call upon Sri Subhash Ganesan, Managing Trustee, Desikadaya Trust, to do the honors. Sri Subhash Ganesan is a chartered accountant by profession with experience across manufacturing and consulting domains in operations and risk management. He is currently involved in managing his family office, besides being a part of several community service initiatives in Bangalore. He supports Desikadaya Trust along with Dushyanth in projects that meet the Trust's objectives. Shri Sachin Sharma, Shri Gurumurthy, Shri Anand Ranganathan, Srimati Ranjini, Srimati Gayatri, and Shri Rangaraj Pandey. A huge thanks to Mr. Murali from Krishna Sweets for the sweet prasadam, kindly collected at the exit towards the end of the program today.
Finally, that moment has arrived that we have been eagerly waiting for, the grand unveiling of the book Rāmāyaṇam. We now request Sri Dushyanth to hand over the books to our special guests. What a synergy indeed! Ancient wisdom meets modern interpretation. Timeless value comes to life in every page. we invite our guests for the launch of the book to the background score of Raghuvira Gadyam by Sri Vedanta Desikan, which was composed in the 13th century. We are immensely grateful to our distinguished guests, each one of you playing a significant role in endorsing invaluable contributions to culture and heritage.
दशवदन दमित दैवत परिषद अभ्यर्थित दाशरथि भाव दिनकर कुल कमल दिवाकर दिविशदधिपति रण सहचरण चतुर दशरथ चरमरण विमोचन.
To celebrate this moment, we invite everybody for a group photograph.
चुकित कारणाकार कौमार केळि गोपायित कौशिकाध्वरा ರಣಧ್ವರ ಧೂರ್ಯ ಭವ್ಯ ದಿವ್ಯಾಸ್ತ್ರ ಬೃಂದ ವಂದಿತ ಪ್ರಣತ ಜನ ವಿಮತ ವಿಮಥನ ದುರ್ಲಲಿತ ದೋರ್ಲಲಿತ ತನುತರ ವಿಶಿಖ ವಿತಾಡನ ವಿಘಟಿತ ವಿಶರಾರು ತಾಟಕ ತಾಟಕೇಯ ಜಡ ಕಿರಣ ಶಕಲಧರ ಜಟಿಲ ನಟಪದಿ ಮಕುಟದಟ ನಟನ ಪಟು ವಿಬುಧ ಸರಿತ ದಿಬಹುಳ ಮಧುಗಳ ನಲನಿತ ಬದನ ನಿರಚ ಉಪಮೃದಿತ ನಿಜ ವೃಜಿನ ಜಗದು ಬಲ ತನು ರುಚಿರ ಪರಮ ಮುನಿವರ ಯುವತಿನುತ ಕುಶಿಕ ಸುಧ ಕಥಿತ ವಿದಿತ ನವ ವಿವಿಧ ಕಥಾ ಮೈಥಿಲ ನಗರ ಸುಲೋಚನಾಲೋಚನ ಚಕೋರ ಚಂದ್ರ ಖಂಡ.
We are immensely grateful to our distinguished guests, each one of you playing a significant role in endorsing this invaluable contribution to our culture and heritage. We would now like to call upon our guests to speak a few words. First and foremost, we would like to call upon Sri Sachin Sharma, Associate Publisher, HarperCollins, which is the second largest consumer book publisher in the world. A gentleman cadet at the Indian Military Academy laid a strong foundation for his disciplined approach. His calling was in books and co-creation. With 17 plus years in the publishing industry, what drives Sri Sachin Sharma every morning is the next big idea. We welcome you, sir.
Namaskaram, all Astikas and Ram Bhakts in this hall. My name is Sachin Sharma and I publish books at HarperCollins India. It's both an honor and a privilege to be a part of this beautiful evening. Friends, what is common between truth and God? Both are timeless. In a similar manner, Rāmāyaṇam, one of the greatest epics, has not only stood tall for thousands of years, but it is indeed a cradle for the Hindu civilization. You see living proof of this timelessness throughout Asia and Southeast Asia. Be it here in India, or you talk about Sri Lanka, Vietnam, Cambodia, Thailand, Indonesia, dating as much as recorded history, and sculpted in stone or copper or iron, there are living proofs in the form of artifacts, staring in your eyes and shouting out loud, Prataksham Kim Pramanam, meaning what is before our eyes is self-evident. Ever since Valmiki wrote the Ramayana, the original Ramayana in Sanskrit, in the Treta Yuga, this timeless epic has numerous commentaries by famed acharyas, from Tulsidas to Kamban to Govindaraj to Nagesh Bhatta, to modern commentaries by Rajgopalachari, Kamala Subramaniam. There are so many pearls to gather from this ocean of bhakti, prem and dharma. But why another commentary? This is precisely what I thought when I had my first call with Dushyanth. But I flipped the question and said, why not? Why not when the ocean of Ram Katha is so vast and there's so much more to pick every time you dive. Why not when you have a scholar like Dushyanth Sridhar who brings his passion, knowledge, and creativity to the table? And why not when you have artists like Keshav and Upasana enhancing the reader experience? Keshav with his expressive sketches and Upasana with the illustrations of these rare artifacts. They've done a brilliant job. You know, people who have a copy of the book can open the book and see for themselves. So here is Rāmāyaṇam for you, a book that in our opinion is unputdownable, has great storytelling and will appeal to readers of all ages. As publishers, we understand that we are a madhyam, we are a medium between an author and a reader. A lot of effort goes in the making of a book before it reaches you, the reader. The publishers and the author's role and effort is appreciated when readers spread the good word. I'll leave this podium with an appeal that think of this book, Rāmāyaṇam, as the most eligible gift whenever there's an occasion. This will be your contribution in making our world, our society, a better place. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Our next guest is Shri S. Gurumurthy, an investigative journalist whose pen is mightier than the proverbial sword, whether it's financial intrigue or political drama. His incisive analysis and fearless exposures have made him a formidable force in journalism. Let us gear ourselves to hear from Shri S. Gurumurthy, the editor of the Tamil political magazine Tughlaq. Welcome, sir.
I'm delighted to be here, to be in a very different function, in a very different ecosystem, with very different vibrations. It's not easy to get up an audience like this, and for a purpose which elevates us from our day-to-day concerns, activities, into a higher plane. You know, I was very happy to see Keshav here. I was his fan for a long time. One of the most potential and who could have emerged as a great cartoonist. He was snuffed out because the paper which was carrying his cartoon was burdened by his cartoons itself. And as someone who has seen the Indian civilization's journey for the last 50, 60 years personally, as someone who has been very powerful in a variety of ways by God's grace and by the grace of the Kanchi Mahaswami, I always felt humiliated as a Hindu. I was a great corporate consultant, valued by all the great corporate families in India. But whenever I mentioned about our civilization, our values, the Hindu past, they always looked at me as someone who is illiterate. The same is the case with politics, the same is the case with journalism. But as I saw the movement of the Indian civilization from 1970s, I participated in the emergency, I went underground. My wife is here. After I married, in the 4th or 5th month, I went underground. That was the struggle all of us underwent to recover the Indian civilization. As I look back, when I am seeing people like Dushyanth Sridhar, Anand and Ranga, you know, I feel so happy. I am in the evening of my life. But I see a great explosion of highly talented, competent, courageous people. Who will take this civilization to such heights that the world needs today? It is not something an Indian possession. It is something which the world at crossroads, because I am someone who is familiar with variety of subjects, including modern economics, where the world stands today is something which the world itself does not know. It's in a huge, huge crisis. The more important thing is it is not even aware of the crisis. The moral crisis, political crisis, social crisis, cultural crisis, economic crisis, take any field. I don't think any person who has a view to say today, or who is heard today, can say that the world is safe. That is the extent to which the West-driven world has made the world to despair. But there is an exception. The exception is Bharat. See, the journey began in 1980s. I was part of it. I had been part of its articulation. Very fortunately, how this one word Ram turned the Indian civilization, Indian politics, Indian history, Indian media. I was personally witness to it. No one knew. Even the people who touched Rama did not know Ram was so powerful. I knew the BJP passed the resolution in 1989 in Palampur in June to support the Ram Janmabhoomi movement. They were in great apprehension. Should we or should we not? That was the extent to which secular politics had driven even the best people to suspect Rama. But the moment the BJP touched Rama, the BJP changed, the country changed, the polity changed. And you see a very different India today. It is not because of any one person's competence, skill, hard work. There is a spiritual power associated with this name Rama, which I have personally experienced. I am not an expert like Dushyanth. I am not a spiritualist. I can understand spiritualists. I have been guided by the Kanchi Mahaswami, but I never knew he was God till after he was no more. All that I can say is that if people like Dushyanth are around, it is not for a very small purpose. It's for a very big purpose. And I am sure that with such galaxy of young people who are in the art, in music, in dance, in literature, you see a very different India emerging. And I am very happy that this function is not merely a spiritual function, a cultural function, it's a nationalist function. That is why it started with Vande Mataram. You cannot distinguish in India what is religion, what is politics, what is culture, what is sociology. It's all integrated. So this function is an integrated celebration of our civilization, and I am extremely happy. I am here to read the book. Obviously, as I waded through it, it's for a less literate person like me to understand what Rāmāyaṇam and its message is. I am extremely happy that I participated in this function. Thank you very much.
As always, straight as an arrow. Thank you, sir, for that insightful talk. Our next guest is the very prolific Sri Anand Ranganathan. Dr. Anand Ranganathan, a molecular scientist at JNU, is an eminent author, columnist, and editor at Swarajya, which is a magazine known for its stance on political and cultural issues in India. His articulate views and debates on national television have made him a prominent figure. We now like to invite you, sir, amidst all the thunderous applause. We welcome you, sir.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much, first of all, to Dushyanth and everyone on the dais. It is indeed such a pleasure and an honor to be here. And thank you so much for such generous, warm applause and welcome. I think you mistake me for J. Sai Deepak. I'm not worthy of such applause, honestly. It's an absolutely momentous occasion, and Dushyanth, it left me thinking because you've given each of us 12 minutes. And as a special thing for your friend, you've given me 12 minutes and 30 seconds. That 30 seconds, I want to tell each one of you how inspired I am to be in the company of Sri Guru Murti Ji. I must castigate him away from this program when it ends, because he keeps saying, I am at the evening of my life, I am at the autumn of my life. No such thing, sir. In fact, last time I said, absolute nonsense. You're at the spring of your life. And I said, when Arafat was your age, 75, he became a father. And to which Guru Murti Ji said, Ranganathan, I don't want that kind of spring. I think in the time that I have left, there are a few things that come to my mind. The first and most obvious one is that Dushyanth is one of the thousands who have written Rāmāyaṇam, one of the thousands. So what is so special? Why is everyone so anxious to pick up what Dushyanth has penned, read it, give it to people as gifts, so that it may be carried on and those words be read and reiterated? Why? If he is one of not just thousands, tens of thousands, what's so special? And then it strikes you